I recently returned from an amazing Disney cruise aboard the Disney Dream. In this video, I'm going to take you on a full walking tour of the ship so you can see the different areas available for guests to enjoy. While each of the Disney ships have a similar look on the outside and many similarities on the inside, they also each have some unique differences that you'll definitely want to experience. So let's dive right in. We're going to start off on deck 12. I filmed this while we were enjoying a beautiful day at sea. I've left a lot of the walking in so you can get an idea of the size of the ship, but I've definitely sped up the walking. Here we are looking down at deck 11, where you can see funnel vision. This large screen is used throughout the day and night to show Disney movies, and right there they were doing Disney trivia. Also you see Donald's pool and Mickey's pool over there. We'll keep on walking. Plenty of areas to lay out and enjoy. Here is the entrance to the Aquaduck. It is a water coaster designed by Walt Disney Imagineering, where one or two guests can sit in a raft that takes them through 765 feet of clear tube over the edge of the ship and around the upper deck. So we will walk up the stairs here to show you what that experience is like. The wait for this can get a little long. When I was on this cruise, there was reduced capacity on the ship, so we never had to wait too long. So you can see we are walking right up there. Like I said, you can have one or two guests in the little raft. You are going to get wet, but you are in this little raft. It's so fun, and they have these hills you go down and then the water shoots you back up. So there's two of those hills, and also you go through a tunnel here in just a second. In addition to the lighting in that tunnel, at nighttime they also have lights kind of on the outside tunnels too that can make it fun. And as you can see, you get great views of the ship and the ocean or wherever you're docked at that day. We're going to go up to deck 13. This is Goofy's sports deck. And so there's different sports that can be played up here. Basketball, they'll have different kind of activities. And also over here they have miniature golf, themed to Goofy. Playing games like this is all included with your cruise. Over here they do have Goofy's Sports Simulator, where inside they have screens where you can interact with, so it's like you're playing different sports. And we will continue and go down the stairs back to deck 12. Here we're passing Waves Bar. Once again, this is all the family area, so you will see kids over here, but they do have that bar area there. Here is Mickey Slide. And as you can see from this other view, why they call it Mickey Slide, they have Mickey's hand holding it up right there, so it's right by Mickey's pool. Continuing on, you can see the Aquaduck overhead. This area that you're seeing with the funnel vision is also used kind of for deck parties. If it's pirate night or different things, they can use the screen there, and they have a little stage there where the characters can perform. Also up in this funnel is where Edge is. That is the hangout for 11 to 14-year-olds. And before we head into the adults only area, I wanted to call out that there is a funnel puddle pool, which is a little wading pool that families can enjoy. So we will head into the adults only area. We're going to go back up to deck 13. Here's Currents Bar. Plenty of areas to lay out. You will notice that on this side, The lounge chairs and chairs are a little bit more classy than the family area. And here's the Satellite Falls pool. So it's just a little area to wade in. Water comes off the satellite there. And then you can walk up around to the very front of the ship and see the view from there. A beautiful view. And as you look down, you can see another area we're going to visit in a little bit. That is the Vibe area. That is the hangout for 14 to 17-year-olds. But we will keep on walking here through the adults only area. To the left where you see that opaque glass, that is actually the concierge private sun deck. So for those who have purchased the concierge rooms, they have that private area there. Some fun facts as we're walking along here. The Disney Dream was the third ship built for the Disney Cruise Line, and it had its maiden voyage in 2011. Looking down one more time, you can see, like I said before, where those windows are, where the family area is over there, but we are currently standing in the adult area. We're going to go down to deck 11. And this is where you can find the Quiet Cove pool right here. There's also a hot tub over there, and also the Cove Cafe. Now this is a little coffee shop that you can enjoy. The coffee here is specialty coffee and costs a little bit more extra, but the treats you are seeing right now, those are all included with the price of the cruise, so you can just go and ask for those and they will give them. But the coffee here is specialty coffee, so that is an additional cost. Continuing by the Quiet Cove pool. Now we're going to go into the Senses Spa area. Thank you for sticking with me so far. Alright, so this is over into the Senses Spa area. And while they do have the different spa treatments and massages and things like that, I am checking out the fitness room right here. And guests can use this throughout the trip. They also teach fitness classes and have personal trainers that can help if you want to do an additional cost, but they have these machines here that you can use throughout your cruise. With a great view, I might add. Here is the juice bar area. And then to my left, you can see some of the spa and salon areas. Kind of like a little barbershop area there. So now I am going to be leaving the adults only area, the Quiet Cove area. And on my left, you're going to see Frozone Treats. This is where you can purchase specialty drinks. And then here's ice cream. And this is where throughout the whole trip you can get that soft serve ice cream that's so delicious. Usually they have vanilla and chocolate to start off the trip, and then they start to add in additional flavors like maybe banana and strawberry. On this deck you can see more places to lay out. Where those pools are, when they are having deck parties at night, they do cover up the pools and they move out the lounge chairs. Here's a beverage station. There's a couple of these that you can get all the different kinds of beverages you want. Here is Nemo's Reef. This is a splash area for younger guests. It's got a little slide there and plenty of places to have water shoot on you and just have a good time. If you're finding this video helpful, please give a like. I'd really appreciate that. Now on with the tour. And now we're headed into Cabanas. This is the main buffet of the ship. Each day you can find breakfast here and also lunch. And here, as I'm walking through, you can just see some of the lunch options. It really is delicious and they have a wide variety of things. And on this side you can see more of the kind of salads and some of the seafood options that they have available. Plenty of shrimp, and once again in the background to the left over there you can see another drink station. Here are the desserts available. You can see plenty of seating, and also they have a bar in the very back of it. There's also outdoor seating. And the food stations repeat as you walk around the whole thing, so just because you walk in and wash your hands, you don't have to go to that first section and grab food there. There's plenty of other sections serving the same food. Now we're walking into Vanellope's Sweets and Treats. This is an additional cost to buy these specialty treats and gelato, but the price really isn't that bad. It's a decent price, and the treats look great. Alright, now we're going to go directly above Cabanas to Deck 12, and this is where you'll find the adult exclusive restaurants. And these restaurants do come at an additional cost. They're not included like the other restaurants we'll talk about later, but they are amazing. First, we're going to start off with Palo, which is the Italian restaurant. This glass sculpture is meant to represent cheese and pasta and tomato sauce. Throughout your cruise, you can have dinner here, and also if it's a sea day or some days in port, you will be able to have a brunch here, but you do need to schedule that ahead of time because it's very popular. If you don't get it scheduled ahead of time, do on your first day of the cruise, try and get that scheduled, but once again, you need to be 18 or older to go to this, and it is an additional cost. As we exit Palo, we are going to enter the Meridian Lounge. They offer drinks before or after your dinner there, or just a place to sit and wait as you are waiting to go into Palo, or the next restaurant, which we're going to enter into, Remy. This is the French-inspired cuisine. As you can see, they have a little glass Remy up there from the movie Ratatouille. This restaurant is going to cost you a bit more than Palo, but it's really fine dining, and once again they also offer some brunch options and also dinner options. Back on Deck 11, passing the Mickey slide, here is a hot tub, and I just want to show this, that in the hot tub and also right next to it, they have windows that go down that you can see the ocean below you, and also the lifeboats there. So kind of fun that they have that in there. As you are in the hot tub, you can look down and see that. As we're walking along, another fun fact for you, with 1,250 staterooms and the ability to have a maximum of 4,000 guests, the Disney Cruise Line is 40% larger than the Magic or the Wonder, which were the first two ships for the Disney Cruise Line. Over here you're going to find Flo's V8 Cafe, where you can get Luigi's Pizza, where they have all different pizza options, Tomater's Grill, where they have like hamburgers and hot dogs and french fries, and Fillmore's Favorites, where they have sandwiches, salads, and fruits, and things of that nature. These little restaurants are usually open at lunchtime and also throughout the day to dinner time, and I think the pizza was open in the evening too, a little bit later. So if you wanted pizza and ice cream late at night, you could go and grab that. And then as we're leaving Deck 11 here, we are going to pass Who's Its and What's Its, which is a little gift shop that they have that you can get stuff up here if you need to. They had sunscreen and beach towels and things like that. Now we're going to go all the way down to Deck 2 to start inside the ship to show things. And we're going to start with the Enchanted Garden. This is one of the 3 rotational restaurants you'll experience during your cruise, and the food in this restaurant is included in the price of your cruise. Disney says that the Imagineers were inspired by the gardens of Versailles for this restaurant, and it is blooming with flavor and different things like that, so I think it's kind of a Disney take on that garden setting. As you're leaving the Enchanted Garden, you will see the Vista Gallery. This is where they have different paintings where you can actually purchase those if you desire to, but they have all different paintings you can look at. Now we are going to be leaving Deck 2, and we are going to be headed up to Deck 3. And right when we get to the top of these stairs, you will find the Royal Palace, and that is the next rotational restaurant we're going to be talking about. This one is more themed to the Disney princesses, a lot with Cinderella, but they also have pictures of various Disney princesses in here. The menu was more French-inspired for this restaurant. Leaving the Royal Palace, here's the beautiful atrium. Lots of times throughout the day they will have characters here to meet and greet guests. They also have that Donald statue and that beautiful chandelier. Also, they might have dance parties or different little kind of entertainment things that will happen here. Plenty of areas to get photos with. Here's the guest services desks if you have questions or problems throughout your trip. Now we're entering the area where they have the gift shops. Sea Treasures is on the left there, and Whitecaps is on the right. They also had a diamond store, an international diamond store there. As we go further back here, we are going to enter the Walt Disney Theater. Throughout your cruise, you will see multiple productions here, Broadway-style productions. Beauty and the Beast is the main one that the Disney Dream is offering right now, but they usually have 2 or 3 of those during your cruise. Here's Mickey's main cells as we exit the Walt Disney Theater and go down the different hallway. Plenty of shopping to be done while you're on your cruise. And the Bon Voyage bar right here. Plenty of areas to sit and relax. And once again, they had lots of areas to take photos with the Disney photographers. Now we're going to go to the back of Deck 3. And you can see as we're passing here at the Royal Palace. But once you get to the back of this hall, you are going to find Animator's Palette. This is the 3rd rotational restaurant, and this one is themed to Disney animation. And the major thing you'll experience in here is they do have Crush the Turtle comes on those big screens and talks to the different guests. Now we are going to go up to Deck 4. We are in the atrium area once again. Walking by, we got the Vista Cafe over there where once again you can get specialty coffee. Another diamond store there, and Shutters over here is where you can purchase and view the photos that are being taken of you during your cruise. So if you like those photos, you can purchase those. And over here is the D Lounge. Throughout their cruise, they do family games and kind of family game shows and different activities in the D Lounge. So that's a great area for families to enjoy. And then we're going to go down this hallway on Deck 4 and we're going to get to the District. And this is the adult area in the evening time. Sometimes during the daytime they'll have some family stuff in here, but here we are entering the District Lounge. Over here is Pub 687, that is the sports bar. Usually over here they have some food items that they put out at night. We're going to walk all the way back to Evolution. As you can see, the cast members were welcoming me in here because they were doing the bingo at this point, but they have different kind of game shows for those 18 and older usually, but during the daytime this was bingo, and so they were letting families back here. As I leave Evolution, I'm going to head over to the Skyline Bar, which has these big screens which throughout the evening it changes what skyline you are looking at, so different famous cities throughout the world. So here my guess is we're probably looking at New York or something like that, or maybe Chicago, that is. But they change those screens throughout the night, so it's like you're looking over different cities. And then as we exit here, they have some cool seating areas out there on the promenade for Deck 4, and then we're entering Pink, the wine and champagne bar. They also do some of the wine and champagne tastings in this location. Now we are leaving the District Lounge. Back on Deck 4, leaving the Shutters area, which is Deck 4 by the atrium. And as we walk to the forward of the ship, we are going to get to the Buena Vista Theater right here. And this is where they show first-run movies throughout your cruise. So for those movies that have recently come out from Disney, Pixar, Star Wars, Marvel, you're going to be able to see those movies here as you're at sea. Usually they're offering popcorn or different snacks that you can purchase there. And then as we get way to the forward of this, we're going to be on the mezzanine level for the Walt Disney Theater. So there are 2 levels for the Walt Disney Theater. So if there isn't room on the main floor, or if you want to view kind of from above, this is where you do that. Now we're going to head out to the Deck 4 Promenade. And this is a great area to relax throughout the day. They have lounges out here. As you can see, Pluto had seen me earlier, and now he's shocked to see me once again. So I was walking all over the ship that day and everyone was kind of taking notice. As you walk all the way to the forward of the ship, you can find this location for Vibe. This is that hangout for 14 to 17-year-olds. Most of the time this area is reserved just for those 14 to 17-year-olds, but because they were having an open house, anyone could come in at this time. They have these areas where you can sit and listen to music, foosball, arcade games. The perfect teenage hangout, really. And the other thing that I found extra cool is they have that kind of deck area out here at the very front of the ship. So you can see out there they have lounge chairs. They do have kind of a hot tub and pool area out there. No one was using it at this point. Once again, it was the open house time, but that's where it's at. Now we're gonna head up to deck 5, and we are passing the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo Boutique right now. So lots of the little girls were getting princess makeovers during this. Some of the boys were getting prince makeovers or pirate makeovers for both boys and girls throughout the trip. So that is where this happens. And once again, this is deck 5 by the atrium. As we head over to this area, you can see the Midship Detective Agency. This is an activity that you can do as you are on the cruise, so check that out definitely. This is the Small World Nursery. At this time it was not open, but this is for the little guests 3 and under, kind of a nursery, so if parents need to go to Palo or something like that, they can reserve a time there and for an additional cost have their child stay there. And now we're going to be entering the Oceaneers Club. This is for those 3 to 12 years old. Everyone has to wash their hands, and they have these cool machines that do it all for you. And they have several different rooms in here that are very cool. This first one is the Disney Infinity Room. So they have plenty of screens and games you can play here with the different characters for Disney Infinity. As we go into the next area over here, of course they have that big dance floor here. This is kind of the Pixie Hollow area. They had Beauty and the Beast playing on the background. You could see some of the different crafts that the youth had been working on, so very fun. Once again, this was during an open house time, so that's why I could go in here. This is the Star Wars area, so they have different areas where it makes you feel like you are driving a spaceship, and specifically over here, they have the seats for the Millennium Falcon. So with those lights blinking, I really felt like I had to put this into hyperdrive. So here we go. And so kind of fun here to see the different scenes, and those who are participating can kind of have that experience of flying the Millennium Falcon here. And here is the Toy Story room, so kind of a play area. Once again, this is for 3 to 12-year-olds, and they have different activities throughout the day. They can make crafts, different things, and just have fun in this area. And now I'm going to be leaving the Oceaneer Club, but I'm going to be walking down the hall to the Oceaneer Lab. And they actually do have a hallway in the Oceaneer Club that links to the Oceaneer Lab, but the Oceaneer Lab was open at this time, so I couldn't go in here, but once again, this is more hands-on activities for those 3 to 12. And the last thing here on Deck 5, before you get to the guest areas over here, you can see that Pepe, the little Muppet, has his own little mini stateroom here. The Disney Dream is a beautiful ship, and I had a wonderful time on it. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please give a like, and consider subscribing to the channel because my hope is always to make your next Disney adventure a little bit more magical with tips, tricks, and reviews. And I have plenty more videos and reviews from the Disney Cruise Line, including restaurant reviews, room service reviews, and lots of vlogs, so definitely check out those videos if you want to see more of the Disney Dream or the Disney Magic. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see y'all again real soon.